He's grabbing tape.
To the corner.
Why the tape?
Go back to the corner.
Why the tape?
Because I'm putting it up. Go back
For
to the
what?
corner. For what?
What is the tape for?
Let's go. Back to the corner.
What is the tape for?
Let's go.
I'm gonna actually go that way.
No, you're not gonna walk through my scene again. You're gonna go that way.
Why can't I go back that way?
I just gave you an order. Go to that pole right there.
This is a First Amendment violation that you are causing right now.
First Amendment?
First Amendment violation, yes. I have to be able to be close enough to see and hear what is going on.
No,
the Supreme Court ruled that. What's your name? That thing's covering it. By policy, your nameplate should be showing.
By policy, I don't need to speak to you unless...
He's grabbing tape.
To the corner.
Why the tape?
Go back to the corner.
Why the tape?
Because I'm putting it up. Go back to
For
the
what?
corner. For what?
What is the tape for?
Let's go. Back to the corner.
What is the tape for?
Let's go.
I'm gonna actually go that way.
No, you're not gonna walk through my scene again. You're gonna go that way.
Why can't I go back that
I just
way?
gave you an order. Go to that pole right there.
What am I doing wrong? What is the tape for? What is the tape for?
Back to the corner.
What is the tape for, Henry?
Okay, let's go.
What is the tape for?
Back behind the line.
You can't explain why the tape?
You can't explain the tape? You do understand that you're causing a First Amendment violation. This is a First Amendment violation that you are causing right now.
First Amendment?
First Amendment violation, yes. I have to be able to be close enough to see and hear what is going on. The Supreme Court ruled that.
Put your car right here. What's up? Mind hanging out for a second?
Don't waste the tape. Just let them stand here. You don't have to waste the tape and set that shit up. Dude, the tape's not needed. He told us to stay right here. I'm gonna stay right here. He can't even explain what the tape is for. The First Amendment, the Supreme Court ruled that we are allowed to be close enough to hear and see what is going on with your guys' investigation. We're not out here to interfere. When was the last time you've ever seen us interfere?
You are all good, man. I'm just.
We're not all good. This is irritating.
I don't have any issue with you right now. You're good. You can film, do whatever.
I can't hear or see.
So I don't know anything about that. Okay, but
I'm
just doing what I'm asked.
This has only been recording going on 3 minutes. This literally has only been going on for 3 minutes. Haven't even been here.
Oh, okay.
Who's your supervisor out right now?
They're from a different district, so I don't know who's working for them.
So they're restricting our movement right now. If we wanted to leave, we'd have to walk all the way around. They're not letting us go back that way because we'd be walking through their scene. Henry did. So you guys even know that tape is a waste. What, should I go and move this back further?
As soon as Stephanie gets out of here, we'll.
He told us to stand at this pole.
I'm gonna move my car up and
Okay,
then.
gotcha. Here, I'll use the pole and you just replace us.
So what's the tape for again?
As soon as he gets out of here, we're good.
So what's the tape for again?
Yeah, can you elaborate what the tape is for? For real, honestly. A simple question.
What's your name? That thing's covering it. By policy, your nameplate should be showing.
By policy, I don't need to speak to you unless you're involved in the investigation.
Yeah, no, I know that, but by uniform policy says that your nameplate has to be showing. It cannot be obstructed by any of your gear. It's not even a crime scene.
Yeah.
It's not a crime scene. Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence? Where's the evidence that you guys are preserving?
All public property right here. It's a simple arrest, if it is a simple arrest, unless you guys are hiding something. Hey, let's go. You just saw him walk right through, didn't get arrested. Come on. Let's go. That's called an arbitrary application of the law. If they arrest you and they didn't just arrest that guy, come on. I said they didn't arrest that guy. Come on. Follow the same path as him. Who is that, Henry?
Henry, yeah.
Hey, I'm gonna make a compilation about you, Henry. Have a good night, sucker.
I couldn't even hear you because this drunk dude and George is talking.
These losers. That's Mesa PD right there. You notice how they had tape up, but they don't have it up on the side that I was on, just on the side that those guys were on. Hilarious. I'm gonna show you a little compilation of Henry. You guys want to put tape up and think that it's not a violation of our First Amendment right? All right. Make a video about how dumb you are and all the times I filmed it. Today, we're going to introduce you to this guy. And to do that, I'm going to show you a few videos to establish a history with this guy. But first, let's watch him rip somebody out of the car by their hair that's not breaking the law.
Lock it. Step out.
No, I don't. Hey, thank you for recording. Dude, my ass is out. Dude, my pants are falling. I'm not doing anything. You guys came to know I was taking a nap.
So in my opinion, what you just saw was completely uncalled for and totally unlawful. And I'll break that down in a second. But first, let me introduce you to Justin Henry. As you just seen, this guy will rip you out of the car by your hair with a smile on his face. Now this idiot pops up pretty often in some of my videos. Here are a few clips of those.
Now, where they are standing, at least the one, is that your guys' property?
Justin, call your supervisor. For these two, I want to make a formal complaint right here when they're done.
I'm actually pretty sure one's already in route.
Good. Wow. Try not to profile anybody anymore. You don't get ID for crosswalk violations, dude. You don't have to wait for a light either. As long as he's in the crosswalk and he's not impeding traffic, he's not jaywalking. Hey, check out Direct D on YouTube. You can learn your rights and these guys won't be able to pull that shit on you. I'll cross in the crosswalk on a red light and I guarantee you won't write me a ticket. So this next part is probably going to disgust you just as much as it disgusted me. You have all these cops, six-figure paycheck cops, standing around messing with people at a bus stop for no good reason, and guess what they're about to do? Pay attention. Are they making them pick up trash?
Making you guys pick up trash? I don't got that.
You know you don't got to pick that up,
You
bro.
gotta do it, right? That's not a lawful order, that's for sure.
Yeah. What's going on, man?
What's going on? What are you guys planning?
Do me a favor.
Can I set this down?
Yeah. You got a warrant
Can I grab it for you?
You wear that?
Okay, okay. Oh, I was not aware.
Okay.
Are you happy when you go to do stuff like this, man? Does this make you proud of your job? He's happy. Of course we found you standing around sucking paychecks. What you guys doing standing around?
How's it going, brother? What's up?
So what you guys doing standing around?
Just had a traffic stop.
So, yeah, you want to come grab it right now?
He's gonna go park his car at the studio, and then he's gonna walk back and get your car so that it's not parked here, okay?
So that was strange, wasn't it? They pull the guy out by his hair and say that he's reaching around and then take him to the back of his car and try to identify him for what crime exactly? But yet this lady in these fancy shoes and really short skirt is getting treated differently than the guy right next to her who's doing essentially the same thing. So I don't understand. What do you think? So, this dude that got ripped out of his vehicle had it happen at this park. There is no trespassing signs as you enter here, as this is public property. It does say park hours are 10 p.m., but that's to be inside of the park. Still don't see any no trespassing signs. So there is no trespassing signs anywhere for a vehicle pulling into here. There's nothing in front of the parking spots. So it is totally lawful to park right here and sit inside of your vehicle. It's no different than parking on the side of the street. And you just saw what those cops did. So as you just seen, there are no signs indicating that you would be trespassing entering into the parking lot. The only thing I could find about parked vehicles in the parking lot after hours was this Mesa rule saying that unattended vehicles will be impounded. At the end of the day, this is a public parking lot. It's no different than parking your vehicle on the side of the street and sleeping in your car, which is completely legal and lawful. This officer is just a cowboy looking for a confrontation. So at this point, Mr. Justin Henry is probably realizing that he shouldn't have done what he just did and is copping pleased with this guy and trying to explain himself. And it has been my experience that people that have done nothing wrong have no need to explain themselves. Are you assaulting citizens again, Justin?
Hey, that's supervisor.
Is that what? Did he assault you? Did Justin assault you? I know Justin. If you guys want to tell me your story when they leave, let me know. I'll be happy to put it all over YouTube. Yeah, that's all you had to do is just tell them that and then tell them to leave. Fucking idiots. Ripped him out of the car?
Yeah, he wants to search the car.
Did they search it?
No, but he asked if he can search the car.
Ah.
Do you have any questions for us? All right, we'll try to do the same.
Beat feet. Get back to work, suckers. Hey, you want a card, man?
What's up?
Let me give you a card.
A card?
You can see Justin on YouTube over there. You can see a lot of these idiots on YouTube here. Here you go. I'm gonna give this to you before they try and arrest me.
Hey, no, it's consent to search it
Mm-hmm.
unless you're arrested.
So, hey, tell me what they did. Did they rip you out of the car?
Yeah, they ripped me out, G. I got that on video.
You got it on video?
Yeah,
Awesome.
through the window. Yeah, he came and opened the door from the window. I mean, he came and opened the door. Yeah.
Oh, he opened your door?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
That was Justin.
Nice. And you got that all on film?
I got that on film.
Perfect. Have a good night, Justin. Have a better night, man. What do you think of that? Be sure to leave me a comment and definitely subscribe if you like this content. These cops are crazy. In this episode, I've stitched two clips together. The first half of it was filmed by Tempe Against Police Violence. He got there first, and the second half was filmed by me. What you're going to see here is an alleged jaywalking stop, and all they wanted to do is get this ID and run him for warrants.
got stuck in the middle of the intersection, right?
So it sounds like jaywalking.
No, you have to stop and you're stuck in the middle. Okay? So that's why you're here. We ready on you? You what? Okay, you just don't have a physical ID on you? Is it out of Arizona?
So, to give you a little context, we actually know what's going on here because we watched this whole thing happen. Usually when we show up, we don't really have a whole lot of information, but we actually witnessed this one. So, this is a totally unlawful stop, and I'm going to break everything down for you. I'm going to break down the Mesa City Code for jaywalking, even though jaywalking is not a legal term. And I'm going to break down the Arizona State Statute for jaywalking, and then I'm going to break down what constitutes obstructing a roadway.
What's your name, sir? Jimmy? Jimmy, is that short for James? Is that your legal, is James your legal name? James? Okay. What's your last name? Thomas? Where's the pen, man? Got a heart outside. 515? South Stewart. Okay, good event. Hey, listen, I don't want to have to cut the section or anything like that. Okay. It's just when it's like, it's what I'm like right there. It's like, you know, I probably would have let it go if it wasn't like, you know, if cars didn't have to stop for you, you know.
I don't want to have to write you a ticket, man. You know, I probably would have just let it go. You know, if cars wouldn't have stopped for you, this dude is bold-faced lying. I was behind them. I saw everything. I watched this man cross the street. Nobody stopped for him. He crossed 100% lawfully. So this is a seriously failed pretextual stop here. All these guys are doing late night like this is trying to get people pulled over for whatever little thing they can so they can run them to see if they have Mesa warrants. They're looking for Mesa warrants. They want that money. And when his backup shows up, you're going to hear one of the other officers emphasize, well, you don't have any Mesa warrants, right?
Lots of fishing.
Did you already get booked on it and that's, you got a new court date? Okay. No worries, man.
So there's something to be said about immediately IDing on these kind of stops. This is a civil stop. This isn't a crime. There was no victim. There's no damages. This is not a crime. And to ID, you have to be lawfully detained for reasonable articulable suspicion that you are committing, have committed, or are about to commit a crime. And it literally says that upon your first contact with an incident like this, that you're just supposed to issue a verbal warning. What are you doing? What he's doing is preying on people late night like Mesa does. The homeless, anybody with a backpack, anything that might look suspicious. Here's my camera angle. Check it out. Enjoy. I call him on this too. You recognize this cop? He's arrested me before. Once at a traffic stop because I had a warrant out of Gilbert, and once with Matthew Adair. This guy's name is Justin.
Back again. Hello, sir. How are you?
Park closed.
The one just around the essential.
He didn't take to the jail for calling people in the park.
Mesa one?
There they go, getting all excited over Mesa warrants. Somebody's looking for a performance bonus.
So either I misspelled your name or something, then we just got your return out. Okay. I was just making sure. Hey, so you have more fair when you're going through the stop sign. You're going through those crosswalks. I get it, man. Some cases. Just press the button and you would have the light. You would have the green hand.
I did hit it.
Oh, it's
Did you cross in the crosswalk?
Yeah.
Okay, then you did what you're supposed to. You don't have to wait for a light.
So nowhere in the state statute or the Mesa City Code does it state anywhere about a pedestrian on foot having to wait for the color of a light to change. It only says that you have to be in a designated crosswalk while you're at adjacent lights. So keep in mind we watched this whole thing happen. I watched this man crossing a crosswalk at adjacent lights. In no way, shape, or form was he obstructing a highway or other public thoroughfare. Nobody hit their brakes. There was no screeching. These cops are totally making this up.
Yeah, they just wanted to ID you. Wow. Try not to profile anybody anymore. You don't get ID for crosswalk violations, dude. You don't have to wait for a light either. As long as he's in the crosswalk and he's not impeding traffic, he's not jaywalking. Hey, check out Direct D on YouTube. You can learn your rights and these guys won't be able to pull that shit on you. I'll cross in the crosswalk on a red light and I guarantee you won't write me a ticket.
I actually can't guarantee that because unfortunately a lot of these guys are stupid enough to actually write tickets and stop you and even arrest you for doing stuff like that. The only time they can do it is when you do one of these things. Check it out.
No? That's all they want is warrants. This guy's generally pretty cool. I appreciate you guys not saying nothing to us. I know you're doing your job. I get it.
So on this night, I was out with She Films Close Up, Tempe Against Police Violence, and El Zorro Hierro. Be sure to go subscribe and let them know Direct D sent you.
One of the data points in this presentation was that we're spending more than we ever have on homelessness. We have this during the last year, we spent $22 million in Mesa, Arizona on homelessness. In spite of that, homelessness continues to increase. So for those of us who say, well, let's spend money and fix the problem. It's the problem. It's the problem. That's.
Did you hear that? Spent $22 million to fix homelessness and nothing has helped. Well, I can take a little stab in the dark at maybe what you spent $22 million on, and it was to pay these guys to come around and harass people and jail people.
Some of the recommendations you'll see are in the more proactive side of what we're trying to do from the pandemic and making sure people don't become more homeless and that we help stand them up.
I've been watching a lot of Mesa City Council meetings lately, and they have a lot of pretty words and nice things to say about how they're going to help the homeless, but in my experience over the last 7 months, I haven't seen anything but predatory tactics from the police to try and generate revenue from people that can't even afford housing.
I didn't know what the fuck happened. That's not good.
It's quite sickening what's happening, actually. Some of these people are mentally unstable, some of them have drug problems, and the police prey on this. They write them tickets, they trespass them, they charge them with things, and then they expect them to show up to court and pay fines and pay probation fees that they know they're not going to be able to make. So they end up in jail, and it's a perpetual loop, and it just keeps generating more revenue for the system.
Sounds like a pretty good deal to me.
So this next part is probably going to disgust you just as much as it disgusted me. You have all these cops, six-figure paycheck cops, standing around messing with people at a bus stop for no good reason, and guess what they're about to do? Pay attention.
Bus stops are dangerous in Mesa.
I didn't hear you. What's up?
So the bus stops are dangerous in Mesa.
Disgusting and dirty. Yeah, they're dirty.
They're police predatory zones.
When I say police predatory zones, I absolutely mean it. These are just a few clips of my encounters over the last couple of months, and these are just mine. There are very, very many videos like this on the internet.
Yeah, that's why they're here. They ran all your guys' names looking for warrants. They just want to take people to jail. Get their quotas.
So what you're about to witness is public servants attempting to make members of the public pick up trash at a public bus stop. Totally mind.
You got very zealous leaders. Are they making them pick up trash?
Making you guys pick up trash?
And that we help stand them up. And that we help stand them up. And that we help stand them up.
Can you guys pick up the trash? Did you guys throw any of it? You got gloves? I don't got gloves.
You know you don't got to pick that up,
You
bro.
gotta do it, right? That's not a lawful order, that's for sure.
And this, ladies and gentlemen, is precisely the reason the Department of Justice is investigating Phoenix, Arizona right now for First Amendment constitutional violations against the homeless and others. Mesa's next. Leave a comment and let me know what you thought of this video.
Sure, these guys think it is, though. I want to do it. What's their names?
Hey, that's cool if you want to do it.
You can ask them their names.
Yeah, bad number?
Yeah, you should.
They have to give it to you,
They're
right?
supposed to give it to you. Number 72 in their policy says they're supposed to give you their card. So if you want their names, go tell them to give you their card.
I was just walking by. I didn't even.
You didn't have to give them your ID, none of that
I
shit.
didn't.
And there you have it, subscribers. That is Justin Henry of the Mesa, Arizona Police Department. He walks around with a smile on his face and pretends to be nice, but this man has been directly involved in some of my arrests. Be sure to go check out my other videos. There's more of him on there. Have an awesome day and don't forget to subscribe. So you would abuse your authority if I exercise my right? Whatever. I don't personally care what you sentence me to. I'm appealing everything today, so it's going to freeze whatever you sentence me to, and we're just going to kick it to a higher court. Because clearly this one is corrupt.
They turning our communities to hot blocks. Yeah, they got Glocks, handcuffs, and badges. They swearing that they hot shots. They want to lock us and throw away the stop. Watch, you know Direct D will show you how to cop. Watch, cop, watch. Record them when a cop stops. And ignore the pig chatter when a cop talks. You don't need a top-notch camera, just a cop watch. You gotta know your rights or you lose them. So we cop, watch.